Thursday, March 17th. It's still flowing. It keeps flowing. It keeps flowing. The words keep coming out, and it just keeps flowing. It keeps flowing. And I don't know if I shared this. I don't know if I shared this. I was even thinking, like, reflecting on the dreams that I'm having of this person who I haven't connected with after that. I mean, there's stuff. I mean, this is how the world, just the universe, just kind of like does its thing, right? I had a midterm. I thought it was due today. It's actually due tomorrow. But then today I found out that it got pushed to Sunday. So I'm like, great. The activity that I missed last week because of all that was going on emotionally for me also got pushed for tomorrow, so I get a chance to work on that tonight. The clients, I had a lot of clients this week, a lot of cancellations, so I was like, great, cool, like that relieves some pressure, because it just keeps coming out like and it's all these imaginary conversations that I'm having with this person. Yeah, these imaginary conversations, it's just I get triggered, not triggered, but evoked, like in the flow of these imaginary conversations with this person who I've yet to connect with. There's it's like certain things get highlighted, and I'm like, oh, let me write on that, and then I just like and yeah, so I so there's that. And then I was just even thinking, like, okay, right, the purpose of this person crossing my path, what is the purpose, really, truly, what is the purpose? And even though I'm having these dreams of him, I know it's potential energy. Like, it's just potential energy. And I don't know, right? Like I mentioned, like I don't know what's gonna happen. My anxiety is definitely less. But so it's one of these things that is just like it's flowing. And I mentioned, like, when something like this happens unexpectedly, it makes sense to see it through, right? It makes sense to just kind of see, like, okay, what's going to happen next? I mean, I've written over 20 poems in less than a week. In less than a week, I've written 20 poems. And there's still some that I'm, and that's not even including the ones that are still, like, actively, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 that I'm still, like, in the process of, like, it's these statements that just stand out. And then I write a few lines and I leave it there. I'm like, okay, that's a topic by itself. I need to come back to it. And so I'm juggling that. I'm juggling readings. I'm juggling work, my notes, trying to keep myself bodily sane, because the vertigo kind of came back last night. And I moved my head around too much in bed. And I tried doing that Epi thing, but it didn't work. And because it's very light. Like, this time it's not so, like, whoa, like it was last week and the week before that. It's lighter, but it's still there. So I could feel myself a little off. So I went for a walk today. I actually went for a walk because another client canceled. So I was like, okay, you know what? That gives me a chance to go for a walk. I need to go turn on my car. I could do my notes in the car because I leave my car on for 30 minutes running. And then I thought, let me go check out the painting. He's finished with it. and it looks wonderful. And then I went to post, like, it just, walking forces me to like balance myself with this vertigo stuff. So it's funny because sometimes when I'm walking, I'm like to an angle. But anyways, I was thinking, like, this person's purpose in my life, like, why, right? Why? And I don't know if I shared that, but it dawned on me that I'm just going to see. My job is just to see and assess, and because all I saw was potential energy. And everybody has a choice. And that actually triggered a title, a poem called Potential Energy. And to see, one, will he really listen? And then realizing too, like, with the political classes that I'm taking, right? It's I mentioned this awareness that I'm assuming I'm at a point in my healing process that I can now take in the information that's going on in the world around me without getting triggered, without taking it on my own shoulders, right? Without letting it weigh on me like it used to. Being able to look at the situation in a diplomatic manner, right? Versus reacting emotionally because I'm triggered by it because of some wound from my own past. Even though I can feel it coming, but I'm working with that. I'm working with it, right? And then here's this artist, activist, political speaker, messenger, really, of freedom. And his whole, what I'm perceiving, right? Just based on what I'm reading, there's this element to him of information that he holds that I don't have on what's going on in the world. So I know I'm going to learn something. If he's willing to teach me, I will listen so that I can see, right? But at the same time, I'm going to see, is he willing to listen? Because if these dreams are really showing me what I need to see in people, it's just potential energy. That's the thing. It's just potential energy. And so it's still his choice whether or not he taps into it, right? So this poem came out. I titled it Potential Energy today, actually, because I was thinking about it. I was reflecting on it. That I know for a fact I'm going to learn something from him. But it's going to be this mutual, an exchange, right? This flow of information back and forth if he chooses it. And I'm just going to wait and see. So, Potential Energy, born March 17, 2022, dedicated to our potential energy inside. Potential energy is untapped energy, waiting to be released. It is you in the process of becoming, searching for the inner peace. Potential energy can be accessed energy, but free will is always at play. Your choice is your choice alone. Will you go or will you stay? Potential energy is blocked energy, stirring, brewing, and retracting, needing an outlet, a release, in order to start contracting. Potential energy is the energy within you. It is the energy that I see. Within, when the pain is held back, your body expresses it, getting ready to be set free. And then this one, I was focusing on the fact that all of this is coming out of imaginary conversations. So this one I titled The Key to Humanity's Heart. Because that was the title of one of his, or some similar title to one of his murals. And I liked that ring to it. And I was just like, okay, the key to humanity's heart. So I'm born today, March 17, 2022, dedicated to humanity in the 5D. My imaginary conversations with you help me heal. They give me you without you, the inner wound to seal. My imaginary conversations with you show me the way to embrace this new global energy, to allow what is to unfold as it may. My imaginary conversations remind me that I'm not alone. They soothe me, they remind me of all the seeds that we have sown. My imaginary conversations teach me that loss is an illusion. Separation is non-existent, cycle starting, repeating, or ending with ongoing fusion. My imaginary conversations I hold close and not apart. My feelings, my emotions, that's the key to humanity's heart. So that one came out. And it's not just him anymore. It's expanding beyond him. So I'm seeing my clients, I'm hearing my clients. And so then this one came out because of a group of words that my client shared about me. This client of mine has had a history of diagnoses, one of them being dissociative identity disorder. And this person used these words, cautiously optimistic with me. That this person was cautiously optimistic with me because of the failed therapeutic relationships that they've had in the past. And so I titled this one, Cautiously Optimistic, dedicated to those who feel nervous at the start of a new chapter. And then when this person said it, it was like she was reflecting back to me. She was reflecting back to me how I feel about this person who I don't know, who I'm being shown potential energy about, and who I'm seeing and reading about and hearing, his voice and just kind of being cautiously optimistic of like, okay, like, am I just gonna learn something from you, right? Is it gonna be another ouch life lesson? Is it, but when I'm seeing, right, the visions, it's different than everybody else. Like everybody else, there was more this gap of like I think that's the difference, is that with all these other people from my past, it's what I've been shown about them is different than this person. This person, I'm seeing change, I'm seeing the transformation, I'm seeing potential energy expand, I'm seeing potential like I'm just so I'm entering this next chapter cautiously optimistic. So anyways, I am feeling cautiously optimistic of this new beginning with you. Take care with your steps because this experience will be new. I am feeling cautiously optimistic as I slowly empty my cup because I've done this before only to find myself locked back up. I am feeling cautiously optimistic. Your energy is what I feel. It soothes me, it reassures me, like a starving belly feeling the warmth of a meal. I am feeling cautiously optimistic as these clouds of mine hover, but you slowly clear up my sky, a child looking up to their loving mother. I am feeling cautiously optimistic as I take in your healing words. You invite me to sit with the energy of my inner child, to soothe them, protect them, and help them find their voice. I am feeling cautiously optimistic. A new chapter is about to begin, full of life lessons, increased awareness of the transformation that will sink in. So it's not just my clients, but even my class. My politics class today, again, just a collection of words in the readings. I haven't this one's still in progress, but this is what I have so far. It takes a community to raise a child. Community accountability is what it's all about. Just because our child is grown now, prisons, punishment, violence, no, our child needs an out. It takes a community to see a child. Stop, listen, so that you may see. Our child is lost, our child is hurting when they treat others in a way that makes them bleed. It takes a community to heal a child, regardless of their age, color, or background. Choices, mistakes, emotional reactivity, our child needs a safe place to heal and be found. It takes a community to teach a child. Power over will not work here. No one is above the other. power with, balance, each person willing to hear. It takes a community to transform a child. There is a beginning, a middle, but no end. Transformation is an ongoing process, expanding wisdom with messages we will send. It takes a community to support a child. Securing basic needs are not enough. Creative community healing practices and more are needed. The voices are of our community, and that's where I kind of stop. But it's expanding. It's definitely expanding, and I'm trying to balance that with my papers, with work. Just balance. But anyways, I just wanted to share that. Keep it short, keep it sweet. This week feels long. It feels long. And I think it's because there's so much that's just coming out. You would think it would be faster, but it's not. It feels like it's long. So, anyways, I just wanted to share that. Hi. My name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us. In whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth, this just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me.